Hello guys, welcome back. Ohayo gozaimasu. Herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update here on SMCI Super Microcomputer. You can already see that here in my chart. The short squeeze trigger zone is $50.86. Last week when I made my video here on SMCI, we just gapped up over this price level, and guys, I don't like gap ups, so I will give you now all the update information here based on the chart. This is, as you know, not financial advice. The market is squeezing, guys. We have a lot of squeezes right now. I'm not sure if you have checked out my GoPro video. I also predicted here a short squeeze, and exactly my landing zone has been hit. In total 574%. So you can see that video here as well, guys. And SMCI has the same setup. Not a surprise that we squeezed here with GoPro. And if you follow my channel here for a while, you know that I'm super bullish on SMCI, and you know that my price goals are a little bit higher than just $50. However, guys, what happened here since my last video, we had a gap up, and I mentioned that in a perfect trading world, right, we come back down one more time, close this open gap here at $50.69, which is slightly below the short squeeze trigger price level. But as long as we stay above $50.86, that is still a bullish setup for SMCI. Let's use here TradingView to simulate what happened since my last video, and then we talk about the next price levels. Chuck, chuck, chuck. So guys, boom, there we go. You see, shakeout candle, but this is normal, guys. We have to see shakeouts like that, and we have to see that because SMCI has to come back down to $50.67, and with this candle here, we closed this open gap. Of course, that was a quite strong shakeout here back to $48, but guys, we are back over the short squeeze trigger zone, and that means that the short squeeze setup, of course, is still active for SMCI. So before we talk about the price goals, guys, I not only try to show you here the short squeeze price goals for Super Microcomputer, I do that for many stocks in the market, and I have my own program and style how to find and spot short squeeze stocks, and I try to predict squeezes, guys, and we had one more successful squeeze this week. On Patreon, you will find my special short squeeze and breakout stocks. This ticker here squeezed 22nd of July, 152%, perfect retracement here in the algo demand zone. I show you that also here for SMCI, and my exit price level here has been pierced perfectly, 152%. I have a couple of more tickers, of course, available here on Patreon. If you want to see those breakout stocks, guys, don't miss any squeezes. Join in. The full package membership is the membership where you get access to all my content, so there are no limits, and also you get access to my trading tutorials, member FAQ section. So if you don't know how to start trading, which broker, what should I do, how should I start, and you have all these beginner questions, everything is answered there. But my trading tutorials, I think, are also very helpful for advanced traders. So the link, guys, patreon.com/blackbelttrader, is available in the video description. We have a very big community. We're growing every day. A lot of members joined in recently, guys, so take advantage and join us here on Patreon. Blah, blah, blah. So let's now go back to SMCI. And as you know, guys, my landing zone for the squeeze is $84 and between $84.50 and $86.60. Why we have one open gap here at $86.59. I expect that SMCI will close that gap, and there is one golden pocket here, one landing zone, which we also have to fill based on the algos, guys. There is never a guarantee, please, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but I mean, guys, I mentioned that before here, the algo demand zone, right? For this stock, that was this blue box here, and for SMCI, we have this blue box here. What does that mean? If the market makers try to make these kind of shakeouts here below this liquidity zone box, this is just a dip. For SMCI, if you don't want to risk a trade here right now, which I can understand since the stock already started to squeeze, we had here a price of $17, squeezed already here 287%. And of course, we are here in a territory where we could see a short squeeze, but this is not yet the perfect dip, guys. The perfect dip was this price here. Everything below my algo demand zone, which means between $33.80 and $23, is a very nice dip for SMCI. And if we still follow up, if we would see here a rejection, of course, we don't need to squeeze right now. We could see one more dip. If we see here a major dip incoming, then right now the trend line support is this white trend line here, guys. is waiting at around $31. So keep that in mind. Everything here in this zone is still a confirmed algo demand zone, aka the dip for SMCI. What do I expect to the upside, guys? Nothing changed. If you have seen my previous videos, you know that already. You are quite well informed. My landing zone is $84.50, but I think as soon as we start to squeeze here above $66, that was the previous peak which we had in our squeeze. Yeah, same here, guys. Keep that in mind. $50.86 is a make it or break it price level. Why do I say that? Because when we zoom in, we had a huge gap down here. You can see we gapped down below this price level, retested it, failed with a massive gap down again. And then as soon as we start to regain strength, we had a gap up over this price level right here. And then again, a massive sell-off reaction. So only because SMCI starts to squeeze, that doesn't mean, guys, that we can never come back below this zone. $50.86 is a so-called make it or break it price level. If we find support, bullish, we can squeeze. If we find no support, yeah, if the bear stepping in, the algos use the pre and after market to manipulate the price. That's why you see these kind of gap ups and gap downs. Bearish, guys, keep that in mind. Yeah, so $50.86 is a trigger, not a support. So if we still hold the support and we are here right now at $52.52, we have, of course, a very good chance to see a squeeze, guys. And what you need to know is if we can break $86.59, then the strongest bearish supply zone which we have is $96.12. Me as a trader, guys, yeah, I would take my profits here in this range, but that does not mean that SMCI can squeeze much higher because we are here in an uptrend channel pattern. I will zoom out for you guys. Here is a super strong uptrend building up. That was just a dip, a shakeout, which means the white trend line here is the support. Maybe we don't see any more price below $31 for SMCI, but in my opinion, guys, as soon as the market turns bearish, we can see even much lower prices. Keep that in mind. I mean, we're talking here about a price of $5 back in 2022. Now we're trading here almost 10 times higher than the price in 2022. So we could see here a major dip when the market turns bearish. We are still in a bull market. That's why I don't need to cover this scenario right now. And that's the reason why I say I expect the price to go somewhere here between $84 and $96. What happens if SMCI starts to squeeze? What happens when we break these price levels and don't stop and don't see a sell-off reaction? Then I think we will see new all-time highs, guys, because here is a second trend channel pattern here, and the trend channel top line, if we would draw a straight line today, is waiting here at $132. So this is, in my opinion, also the maximum price goal, which we have here for the first squeeze between $132, $33, $34. That's an ascending trend channel pattern, guys. So we could even see now new all-time highs for SMCI in 2025. This is not to hype you up, guys. This is my honest opinion based on the chart, not financial advice, but I talking about the stock here since months. I said this is here a perfect dip, and since then we recovered very quick. I'm also trading SMCI, guys. I love to trade the stock. And that's why you have to make your own due diligence if this ticker is a buy for you or not. Yeah, my dear friends, don't forget to check out here our new breakout stocks on Patreon. As I said, there is a lot of content available, and I always try to predict short squeezes here every week. And a lot of people are asking me how I manage my trades, how I stay ahead of the market, how to not lose the overview about which stock is squeezing, which not, and so on. I'm using here always TradingView, guys. This is also the program what you see here right now to draw my charts, but of course I also have the mobile app where I get all these alerts, pop-ups, messages when some RSI is oversold or whatsoever. It's a very bendy, we say bendy in Japanese, and convenient app. And that's why I recommend that, guys. If you really want to learn trading or even become a trader by yourself, you need a good chart tool. I am not sponsored by TradingView, guys, but you will never see doing me a video without TradingView, guys. Simple like that. That's why if you want to get TradingView, there's a discount link in the video description and the Patreon link as well. My dear friends, that was the update on SMCI. I thank you so much for your loyal support. I get a lot of positive feedback here on the videos on SMCI. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to check out also the GoPro video. And being that said, I wish you great success with Super Microcomputer. I hope that we can squeeze, of course, for everybody. Stay sharp and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.